No one would equate grieving with IG Live. That's not for you to question. I would never question why you love Juan. Oh, y'all, what is up, everybody? This is your girl, Miss Sophia the Diva, and I'm coming here with Real Housewives of Potomac Season 4 Reunion Part 1. And baby, oh, it was so shady and so crazy. Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. Karen, oh my God. Karen, right though. I mean, Robin, you gotta admit your relationship with Juan seems to be more of your own making. And it's almost like he's making a forced effort to be there sometimes with y'all. It's very awkward. I don't know. Whatever works for you works, I guess. I don't know. But for you to come and tell Karen how she should be grieving, that, I'm sorry, sis, that was foul. So, first of all, we'd already seen previews of these hideous dresses, how dreadful, that look like they came from drapery. Tonight, Keke Palmer was on Watch What Happens Live, and she said out of all the looks, she would take Candace's. I'm like, I couldn't take anybody's look at all. I did not like it. I was so perplexed and confused, and that's why I think Bravo may have made these ladies choose from one designer. I would be curious to see that. So they start out about Ashley just having had a baby. Oh, well, wait a minute. But I think people were talking about Robin's hair. I thought it was very pretty. Now, the worst hair for the reunion was Ashley's. It just looked a hot mess. I'm sorry. It just did. Even Miss Dorothy and Candace was looking better tonight than you, and that's a miracle. But y'all know I like Candace, so a lot of people don't like Candace either. I noticed a lot of people, oh, she's so child. I see where Candace be coming from. Her and Ashley come from two different worlds, two different upbringings. And despite the fact that Dorothy and Candace's dad didn't survive the marriage, I mean, she still grew up in a home with a mother and father, albeit a dysfunctional mommy dearest mama, but she still grew up. But we'll get more into that. But I didn't like the dresses or Giselle's jumpsuit. But when they were talking about the baby, Candace just looked so irritated. I was like, damn. And she was like, I'm missing Dean. I'm missing my baby. And Candace was like, oh God, who cares? Monique, they highlighted Monique's baby, Chase. Oh my God. Monique and Chris make some of the cutest babies. Their children are so cute. It's like you just want to eat them up with a spoon. They're just so, I mean, they're a bit wild, but Miss Diva can handle them, okay? I have a way with children. I just do. It was said that Michael was going to be there, and that's when Karen was like, of course Michael's going to be here. He loves the camera, honey. I was like, oh, Lord. Giselle said she was sick of talking about the subject matter, and Karen said, but you had a lot to say about it during the confessionals, and she did. Let's just be real, but that's what Giselle do. She throw rocks and then hide her hand and act like she didn't do anything wrong, but everyone else is wrong. Like, she brings the mess up to deflect from the mess that she does. I found it awfully sad that it was pointed out that Giselle basically went to therapy and had to discover that she lacked the requisite compassion that some people have. So I was like, what are you trying to say, Giselle, that you are a sociopath? I mean, because sociopaths like the ability to feel and have compassion. But I'm glad that therapy is working for her. People, Andy did ask if people felt like therapy was working for Giselle. And I've said this before in a previous video, I do believe that it is. And the reason why is because she's more aware and mindful of the things that she does. It's just that we need to get her to a place where she's able to think before she speaks. Like, how is this going to affect me? And from the looks of it, we learned in this episode that she's gotten back with her ex, Jamal Bryant. Now, during somebody's baby shower, I guess it was Ashley's baby shower, Candace made the point to say, but you know his privates and he knows yours. I was like, it's not Giselle's privates I'm really worried about, because Jamal Bryant, he has a reputation of, I get around. I mean, he fathered children in the congregation while he was married to Giselle, and that's why they've been divorced for 12 years. I don't think I could go back to that. And I thought he was engaged to Tweet at one point. Like, I thought they were in a committed relationship and whatever. Yeah, so I was like, whoop, there goes my shirt above my head. Oh my. So either way, I'm glad for Giselle. Maybe if she's occupied in a healthy, what I hope is a healthy relationship, maybe she'll be more compassionate, because she needs love in her life, quite frankly. Then they talk about Sherman and how Sherman stood Giselle up for the wedding, right? And Karen was like, I got a phone call from Saks Honey, and they wanted to know if Giselle was still with Sherman. And I was laughing because I know a few of us have gotten some phone calls in the past, because back in the day when I lived in Dallas, I got a couple of phone calls from Neiman's, because I knew people that worked at the downtown Neiman Marcus in Dallas, and saw some things and some observations, trying to figure out if certain parties were still married. I was like, I know what you're talking about, Karen. We here. By the way, y'all can hate on Karen all you want to, and I'm so sad and so upset. Had I known that Karen was in town, I definitely would have gone to at least see her and give her a hug, because, honey, I can't afford to buy nobody nothing. I hope getting a hug and a picture wasn't contingent upon buying Ladom down to the Bloomingdale's. But either way, Karen, I'm happy for you. I really am. But I hate that I missed that you were here at Bloomingdale's, I think in Buckhead, promoting Ladom. So Ladom is real. And it's true what Karen said. All that time you had been giving shade to Ladom, but then we still trying to figure out what's up with every who. When she said every who, I said, oh, child. And then Giselle was like, but Karen's always shading me. Kiki said tonight on Watch What Happens Live. And Kiki was like, when? And then Giselle was like, but you don't live in Potomac. I was like, girl, you stay in Karen. You keep your pump on Karen's neck. For some reason, I don't know what it is. They started at some point talking about Robin and Juan. I really don't care anymore. I like Robin. I really do. Because she's really an even-keeled person. But I just feel like she's spinning her wheels and hoping for something that may or may not come. And like a few people suggested a few weeks back, like she should have gotten 2 penises between her and Juan. Like, because they've been together so long, I feel like she should have been dating, because Juan sure the hell was at one point. But I thought Robin's hair and makeup was cute. I don't know what y'all were looking at. Maybe I don't have good taste either. I don't know. I also didn't like how they were trying to tell Karen how to grieve, and that's why the comment came up about her being on IG Live. I know for me, some of my darkest times I've spent being on live and doing videos, because it feels good. And you know, one thing about social media that I do like is that it brings us all a little closer, okay? And sometimes it makes you feel better. Some of my good friends now, I've never even met them, but I know them on social media. Shout out to all my homegirls on social media. Lord, they done brought Purse Slang and Dorothy, aka Gertrude, to the couch, honey. And she is so excited to be there, honey, because she loves the camera. She is giving us all types of fabulosity, but Andy got her ass together. First of all, when they showed those flashbacks of how horrible and deplorable she acted during Candace's wedding stuff, I was just like, oh my God. And she was like, don't be bringing that trauma to me. And then Andy was like, well, maybe that's why she didn't tell you her brother was coming, because it would trigger you. And then I was like, on top of that, you might not have paid for the wedding at all. So that's your daddy's people. I was like, I am so tired of this. And for Candace to reveal that she didn't even know that she had another sibling until he was 10. I was like, wow. That's something else. And I don't care what Dorothy says. Let me get my door. I've been married for 25 years and I'm happy. No, you're not. You're miserable. And I don't know what kind of husband she has that allows her to rave and on like a raving lunatic. Maybe he got a side chick. That's what I would be thinking. Or maybe he just don't care and just perfectly is content. Just, I don't know. Either way, she still has the trauma. And I'm going to tell you, it is very, very possible for parents to remarry and still have some hate and dissension and resentment for the other parent. Trust me, I've seen it. But you're not fooling anyone. And then she was like, you know, Candace is such a drama queen. And I'm just like, it takes one to know one. You are always about drama because you create drama so you can be the center of attention. Also, some discussion of a house came up, and Giselle was lying apparently because she had talked to Dorothy, and Dorothy had told her that she was going to help them buy a $1 million house. Candace's name is on the deed, and her mom and her went in on the down payment, which Ashley, because Ashley has not been schooled in the ways of finances and building generational wealth and family wealth, parents do that. They can take I think it's up to, I forgot what it is. You can take so much money out of your 401k for a down payment on a house, right? Parents can do that for their children. It's all about the proximity of the relationship. And I think that's what they did. And they probably went in on it as an investment home. And I was glad to see that they made it known that, you know, Candace's name is on the deed, and therefore this is Candace's home. Now, with regards to Chris, I like Chris a lot. And I'm so tired of people on social media saying, oh, he's a deadbeat. We find out that Chris actually comes from money. A prominent family that owns a large business. So they not going to talk about it because the family probably doesn't want their name out there and be associated with reality TV. But I mean, I like Chris. I like Candace. She gets on people's nerves from time to time, but I like her because she's the only one that really was up to challenge Ashley about the bullshit. Because I was like, hey, is she giving birth to a corona or a baby? What is she doing? Dorothy brought the purse, and she claimed that she just picked it up and fanned it in Candace's face, but I feel like she assaulted her daughter with that purse. She knows she did. I also didn't like how Ashley came for Candace and told her that she was the least accomplished person sitting there, and I was like, what have you really accomplished, Ashley, other than marry a geriatric man who likes to grab other people's booties and invade their personal space? I didn't like that comment, but I guess she felt triggered enough to do it since we learned later on in the episode Candace had tweeted that Ashley was a roach, and that she had just been laying on her back to get a baby so she could have some money. And basically she was saying she a roach and a whore. I said, woo, Jesus. And she tweeted that the day Ashley had just given birth. I was like, cold-blooded. But the people on Twitter are saying, who cares when she tweeted it? Ashley had been doing this shit for 3 seasons, and now she's getting her comeuppance, okay? I was like, so you feel accomplished because you married an 80-year-old man, as Katie put it. Not to mention, okay, you claim to have had 50% stake in Oz, which is now closed, so your business failed. Do you feel accomplished? Because Candace has businesses, albeit I don't know who buying these bundles, and you know, she does pageant consulting and some other stuff, but she's had businesses that have been thriving long before anyone sitting on the sofa has. Okay, I just really can't with Ashley, because at least Candace didn't have to marry a man that is a social security aged man, okay? He ain't got to get a leg up in life. Then during a confessional, I didn't catch this. I don't even know if they played it during the season. Maybe they did, and maybe I just missed it. But when she said that she was ready, Ashley was sitting in that confessional when she had on that yellow and blue, and she was like, yeah, I'm ready to yield these profits. And I was like, you just showed your hand. You're really with Michael for the money. It's not because it's for the money and because you have daddy issues, because it came up also in the reunion that Ashley people are saying that, Michael looks like your dad. The pictures on the internet are showing that he looks like your dad. And she's like, well, maybe I do, want my daddy and blah, blah, blah. I'm holding out hope one day that he'll want me. Your dad ain't gonna ever want you, girl. I mean, it would take an act of God. Pray on that. That's what you do. Pray on that, Ashley. But I mean, I think that she is, because whenever I see them together, I feel like it's a father-daughter incestuous relationship. It's like, ew, because sometimes some of us do get with older men. I know in my 20s, that's all I dated, but that was not choice. That's just who approached me. It wasn't until I got in my 30s where people were like 21, 22 trying to talk to me. And now in my 40s, people are trying to talk to me in their 20s and 30s. And it's kind of bizarre because I'm like, where were you when I was in high school and college? So yeah, she showed her hand. I don't care what she says. It's just disgusting. So that pretty much was the reunion so far. Next week, the husbands will be on the sofa and we get a full frontal assault. Baby, y'all ready? I'm ready. But comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this episode. If this is your first time here, be sure to subscribe. Oh, and I think Michael was sweating because, honey, he is not ready. Because I think it came up either in this part of the reunion or in the previews, because I'm starting to get cross-eyed right now about it. But somebody said something about they had been told that Michael had grabbed a couple of other producers' butts too. So, Ashley, your man got a problem. He got grabby hands, and you can sit up there and be in denial. Oh, I kind of checked out because I really don't care about what's going on with Ashley. But they did also bring up the subject matter of the prenup. And Robin said, well, now that the terms of the prenup have been fulfilled, but now she got a baby so she can get the child support. I was like, God damn, Robin. But I mean, it's true. That's what it looks like to all of us. And then she tried to say that she didn't get anything per the terms of the prenup or something like that. And then Karen was like, remember when we were at your beach house, you said you get $1 million if it ended after so long. But then after that, you would get half after the terms of the prenup. But they modified that prenup last season, and we still don't know the terms because Michael didn't want to talk about it on camera. But I think now, y'all, that is it. Subscribe to this channel and come back next week, and we're going to talk more about this part 2. Do y'all think it's going to be a part 3? I'm wondering, because this season was one of the best seasons they've had, But, again, I've been Miss Sophia the Diva. Be sure to join me on Tuesday nights for BFAM 109.6. This week, we welcome comedian Senor Parker. I just recently got to meet him. I enjoy his comedy, and I think you all will enjoy our conversation on Tuesday night. 9:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Time, and the station is BFAM 109.6 on Voscast, or you can just catch it streaming here on my platforms of YouTube and Facebook as well. But that's all I've got. Chin up, buttercups. The sun will come out, but in the meantime, in between time, stay fabulous.